Okay. Best of 7. Traumatized versus the man Golden himself. For a show match, best of 7. $50 Australian on the line. They are going to be able to absolutely buy Egypt or Asia with that amount of money. I am actually joined by Mr. Eyes. Hello, how are you?
Hey, doing well, doing well.
Would you like
Looking
to
forward to this.
let us know who's on which side and what colours?
Oh yeah. So on the left side, we have the black GDF traumatized W's by his Discord name, and then in the right side we have the orange dynasty Goldman.
I think he likes to call it gold, not orange, because, he likes gold. Oh,
Yep.
backwards. Backwards barracks coming up. I like the look of that already. That's good. So, Eyes and I have picked River Temple straight up just to knock it out of the series. We're playing for $50 Australian money, as we've said. Let's see how this one goes. It's quite a basic start, I reckon. Do you agree for River Temple to engineer straight to the TPCs?
Yep. Yep. Don't see anything abnormal yet.
Got the MCV move from Dynasty. Not doing as much overload as you could do if you wanted to. Do you reckon? Not sure.
To overload his dynasty, I mean, yeah, it's fair.
I think when
This
you
map you can
cap
get
the extra
forward.
TPCs, you get the bonus income and that extra power. You could probably start production a little bit quicker down compared to some maps that we'll see later. There is a radar
Goldman
queued
looks
for GDF, Traumatized, which is usually about the right time they do after 2 or 3 refineries. Does get the extra barracks out, which I just can't afford whenever I try to do this as GDF. Goldman doing a lot more heavier scouting as well, moving up his ding guards up to see what is happening, to maybe find out if it's going to be more of an infantry base, or if you
Yeah,
could get a bit of an
I
idea on how much GDF is going to
I
become
like
flooding out. You go.
yeah, I like the way that Traumatized is doing this. Honestly, I think the new way to do things on this map is GDF is kind of stay on that one base until you have enough to push down. Um, it just seems to be a little bit safer, especially since Goldman does really like to push, have that timing attack with the Mechanist. So
Yeah, we'll have to
seems
keep
to
an
be
eye
up
on
to some
Goldman,
stuff.
whether he drops a bureau pretty soon and wants to try and get this map over and done with. Still has a scout in Traumatize's base, so he knows radar's up. We'll have to see if he's noticed that the MCV is on the move. Another barracks going down. We got the logistics plan on for Goldman as well. Rigs coming out. We have 7 rigs to 4 harvesters, which is probably about right for GDF First Dynasty. More barracks is coming out for Goldman as well. Has that early vision to be able to see that the expansion has come out. Grenadiers are going to start clearing the bunkers for seeing what's going on. Pod's about to complete. Tell us about the pods when it pops.
Okay, so that's one spot. Okay, so probably comms officer and a few snipers.
Okay,
I
so
don't like.
yellow is
I
the specialist pod with comms officers snipers. And is it red for the riot pod and riot medics?
Correct.
So when you're scouting, it's always good to come in, and if you see a radar and it's got a little pod, be able to give you a bit of a view of what's happening, bit of information. But look at this: pillagers, call the guard, havocs, stream of infantry coming over. One specialist is up for traumatized, being a comms officer, but population-wise, 92 to 38. I know a few of those are going to be rigs coming in early. Explosion.
Don't like Traumatized doesn't have turrets queued.
No turrets coming down,
Like,
not respecting how much is coming in.
yeah,
Good splits. Staying away from the hunter tank as well.
there it is.
Is that the grenade turret? Costs a little bit of intel to be able to do that one as well.
Yep, just intel. 10 intel for the turret. I do like that because the majority of that army is infantry, but the placement can be kind of difficult. I mean, since his harvesters are close to those infantry, he could just start running them over.
Yeah, not utilizing the extra harvesters to try to repel the attack. Field infirmary going down, keeping his Goldman's troops very healthy. Yeah, idle
Yeah,
harvesters sitting at the back. Good splits. Very fast attack, not letting him get any ground. Population 75 to Goldman.
yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be quite enough
You think it
to.
surprised him coming in fairly quick, or was he expecting a dynasty to go pretty hard early to pressurize?
He was somewhat expecting it, but it hits hard. That timing hits really, really hard. And I think Goldman tech's behind this. Yeah, you can see the machine shops are almost done with that upgrade. So he's going to have Voltanics behind that. Yeah. GG.
GG. Oh, game one to Goldman on River Temple. A lot of times gets favoured as a GDF these days, isn't it? For River Temple?
It, it's up in the air, honestly. Depends on the patch, but currently there's an argument for it. Yeah.
Okay, we've had a Oasis called for game number 2. I'll just wait for you to pull up the custom, let the guys know that it is up and ready. I'm sure they'll be looking. Oasis, what do you reckon? That's coming from Traumatized. Good map to try and get back to square.
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna put some pressure on Goldman early. I think
He's not
that's the
gonna.
plan.
He's gonna go more unit composition, quicker and earlier to at least hold and transition into his higher tech. Very surprised on that one. He didn't have enough troops to withstand. Going a lot of refineries. No turrets down when the attacks started coming. And actually coming in a line actually hid the amount of attack that was coming in.
Oh, game is up, by the way.
Okay, joining in. Let's just do a double check. We've got black and the green by the looks of it. Different teams. Destroy all buildings. We are looking good to go. Game 2. Number 1 now coming in to have a little look with his toilet seat as well.
Goldman thinking it over. Are you going to be GDF this time?
I did. He might be asking. I did say, just play Dynasty. It's the best OP faction in the game.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment. Okay, looks good. Team 1, Team 2, Gold and the Black. Dynasty versus the GDF. Off we go. Well, it's definitely going to give Traumatized something to think about on a map on this particular patch that has been quite strong for GDF.
Yeah,
May have already
yeah, a
played the
lot.
good mind game early. Uh, Goldman might switch gears, go a little bit more eco. His eco was actually quite well on that. I think he got up to 12 rigs. Not 12, I think it was about 10. You don't really oversaturate on that map, you're going to run out pretty quick. There's no gentleman rule in this. I would be expecting that Traumatize is going to go pressure the TPCs. He likes to be out on the field disrupting build orders.
Yep, that's what it's looking like. Two field scout.
Do you think is to counter the two Ding guard, or are you forcing Ding to actually have to 2-3 to be able to hold now?
Well, forcing him to do three. Okay, he has three field scouts coming down here. I think honestly, just the scouting information is pretty valuable as it is. But on this map, you can pressure those, and then once the pillager, there we go. Once that pillager pushes him back, you can still take the neutral buildings. So it's good, kind of like a dual purpose thing, where you get some scouting in early, and then you can fall back to those buildings.
So Goldman's perspective, taking the bunker, seeing information that scouts have come down, the pillager, no ding guard losses. Pillager will have dominance for this section of the game. There was actually an engineer coming down from Traumatized hoping to push an infantry battle in his favour, but that pillager is definitely going to... Oh, maybe that engineer's going to come in and just recapture, but we'll lose the bonus from the initial cap. Don't think the pillager will get there in time with how quick things cap. Still comes out all right for Goldman. He's still got a refund basically on the engineer.
Yeah, I think that was well played. Definitely.
Pretty standard GDF,
Oh, well,
in your opinion. We've got our radar
I
in the
wouldn't
right
say
position.
most standard. Yeah. Um, Goldman got that, so he was expecting that. It looks like. I mean, that technician was pretty quick.
Yeah, expecting
Okay,
the
what do you?
harass and outmaneuvered the opening to not lose too many forces to jump in and grab that. So both players have got their TPCs. We had some early engagements. 3 rigs, 3 harvesters each. I haven't seen any doctrines pop out just yet. What are you expecting a pod to come out on the GDF perspectives radar? Which one would you do on this map?
I I always enjoy comms officer. I think, well, the specialist pod for comms officer and sniper just seems to be a jack of all trades kind of option. So,
Does it feel a
and
bit
it looks like,
safer? A bit safer being able to hide behind the
yeah,
army?
yeah, exactly. So, when you commit to the medic, if there's no infantry, like Ivan likes to do, for example, I mean, then it's kind of a dead unit, and then you don't have the matchstick counter. So W's will traumatize. Seems to like that just like I do. So I'm expecting specialist pod.
Well, it hasn't started. He's actually powered down the radar currently, so no earlier specialist pod. Looks like he's got a lot more right troopers going out to control the field with the early pillagers and the grenadiers to hold the ground. Goldman's staying on his initial base and creeping up towards hills to send his rigs without opting to move the MCV early in that downtime. But he is pumping the rigs up to 8 rigs and a force of pillagers out as well. A couple of ding guards and igniters are starting to pop out. Another interesting thing on Goldman's end, we have 5 rigs harvesting from the field, wanting to get that early eco pouring in and transition either down the hill or let it replan a bit more, but also easy pickings for GDF, which actually came looking for it at this time to get a little bit of intel. What's the population? Do you reckon population's about right for this time of the game?
A little low for Dynasty, to be honest. I mean, that's probably because of no Muro, but okay, there's the matchsticks. So,
do you reckon it could be the pillagers take a lot longer to build than some of the other units?
yeah, that's definitely another factor here. But his composition of units seems to be he's expecting very heavy, just the typical heavy infantry. The comms officer and sniper, I don't know if he's going to go. How many comms officers does he have?
2 comms
2.
officers. Yeah.
Okay. So that might catch him off guard.
Is there any benefit from a comms rig and comms officer? Can you explain that?
Not without. Yeah, his doctrines are not really making that a viable combination of units in any case. But the splits are pretty good. Looking like they're trading pretty well with each other. Oh, okay. Got the comms officer.
I think that one went a little bit towards the Dynasty on those crushers with the pillagers. Just the amount that
Yep.
he produced in that battle. No maulers to one-shot him. And he saved his
Oh,
rig at 1
okay.
HP as well.
And Traumatized has expanded behind this, and he's got an airfield. So what is he going to do with all that intel?
Did Goldman reveal the matchsticks?
Yes.
Okay, so, oh yeah, we have Shield Maidens in the composition army now. So, the comms rig is no point if you have the comms officer, unless you have the correct doctrines for the comm rig. Is that the way it sort of feels out?
Well, it would mainly be for the build radius. Double comms rig. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Comms rig and comms officer. So you're not getting any extra bonus.
I guess maybe he's expecting the comms officer to die, being run over, and then he still has comms.
What about this radar attack? Deciding to move out with the peacekeepers coming in and stopping the attack, only getting half, so also crawling back across the army. That's a lot of sticks going down for free, or very quite free with, oh, we do have T3 out as well for, oh, selling air, not even worrying about air control. All 3 air factories getting sold for Goldman. We got a data core yet?
Looking for it.
I
Don't see one.
don't see a data core. We have population quite even. We do have the 3 comms officers. No bureau office at least down, or no operatives out on the Dynasty side.
You can see that drone operator that he's got. So Traumatized has that drone operator on the low ground, but he's putting the drone into that manual mode so that he can see the high ground and
Yeah, what's your
scout it. It's a
thoughts on
great.
manual mode? Do you think that's a little bit too strong being able to scout that far ahead, or just good play being able to know that that's something you can do?
Um, I mean, it really just depends on what the other buffs are that are coming up. Whether or not that would be fair to compensate for other things that are happening. I think drone operators getting more damage has Din has definitely felt that big time. And it looks like Traumatized is going to clean this up,
Yeah, those
and he's got.
igniters not quite getting enough value. No, no, my igniter mines going down. In comparison, even 120 to almost 100k credits, uh, Traumatized kept up with the money, and again, no maulers to come in as a backup when things are getting worse. Anyway, takes the series to one game each with Goldman to pick the next map. We're just waiting to see which one he wishes to go. Just in this quick downtime, do a quick bathroom and refreshment break. If you want to keep an eye out for which map he wants.
Okay.
Thank you very much for hosting and getting the ping as best as we can for this big world that we live in.
Absolutely.
Anyone still watching and waiting, got a couple other videos. Very good matches between Ravenhelm and Mr. Eyes. Best of fives. Gone down to the wire in 2 series so far. Going to have to set up the third, I'm
Oh
sure.
boy.
Yeah, we got to do the third. Can't have it sitting at 1 series apiece.
We can wait till next patch, and
Are you sure you would like to wait till next patch? That's what I said to Tasashi. You wait till next patch, mate. I'll put up $500. Let's go.
I'll give it a shot.
You give it a
But
go.
it's probably not going to work out.
Okay. Has Goldman selected a map yet?
Yes, Road to Ruin.
Oh my god. Road to Ruin.
Shocker.
Road to Ruin. Are we going to see a rush? Or is he going to fake a rush and draw it out? Will we see the MCV popping up after 2 rigs? That is all the questions. Now that GDF are able to get a quick radar out and get the riot stuns out, those pillagers become quite redundant, and those grenadiers take care of most other infantry. I'm very curious to see how Goldman wants to attack this map. Okay, who we got and where?
Well, on the bottom side, we got Goldman, the gold orange dynasty. On the top side, we have the black GDF, Traumatized. Road to Ruin. It is a map I don't like.
This one of your vetoes?
It has been. This and Altitude are the two ones I do not like.
Oh, very curious about the altitude. I thought that would be a very good map for you.
Good map for K. Maybe
Aha.
not for me. I like some macro, but
Yeah. It has felt like this patch has drawn away from a lot of macro and a lot more early aggression, which some players really enjoyed that it got a little bit quicker. And
Yeah,
some players that like to have a battle in the long run, yep, get left behind. Cough, cough, root.
it'll swing back, but
It
yeah, for the
swings.
time being,
I think this swing has just been a little long. I think there's a lot of frustration coming out with just wanting to tweak a little bit. At least while we're
I
waiting,
agree.
just while we're
I
waiting for a
think,
little bit.
yeah, yeah, I think it's everybody started the rushes. Everybody came up with their, new builds and cool stuff, and the allure kind of wore off because, yeah, when you're just spamming maulers or medics every game, it kind of gets stale after a few hundred games of that.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of players are mostly only playing these kind of matches. Uh, the ranked has gone down quite a fair bit with matchmaking. The matchmaking system is bugged at the moment, so you're matching with completely different skill levels in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, yep, definitely. That's another huge part of it. Early, that's early on the left side doctrine for traumatized.
So
Okay.
what does that tell you when you know that Dynasty can come at you quite quick? What is the left side doctrine going to give you early to keep up?
Well, he's going to get the comms bonus for his buildings, but I mean, to me, this kind of looks like the way Latex would do this. So I don't know if he's rushing the infantry doctrine from that. If he's going all the way down the left side to Doctrine 4, this might be like a Latex medic timing push.
Yeah, and Latex has been putting up some big performances this week, beating some very well-known players. Did I read that Bike didn't want to play him in the end?
Yeah, not at the moment. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Maybe Demon can get Bike to play him. Oh wow, Goldman got the Tempest. He got the TPC for Traumatized.
So we're not
Any
seeing
shenanigans?
a cheesy all-in MCV rush, but we are seeing that Goldman has taken TPC control for that early advantage, sticking on a logistics plan. Quite a few rocket troops coming out. What is he going to be trying to preempt there? Do you reckon it's for the riots? Which the pod we're going to find out of in just a second.
I honestly don't know. I don't know why the mass missile trooper this early. Maybe he's gonna. Well, I mean, he has all the TPCs. Oh, that's a nice little expand. Traumatized side to the low ground.
The radar at the back, down the hill.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one, two, three, four barracks.
So you're feeling a lot of infantry.
Yep. There's the medic. One thing I would like to see Traumatized do though is start killing these TPCs. Put a little bit of pressure on so Goldman doesn't just have all that income uninterrupted.
Yeah,
Unless he's going.
Goldman's pushing rigs. No, he's got rigs going out to the sides, to the backs. He's sitting on 8 rigs to 6 harvesters, which is about fair, I think, for the economy of both factions for the cost. The War Factory coming out with riot vans. Is there any benefit to loading those vans with anything, or are you just hoping to get the stun and do the tanking up the front?
You're mainly hoping to get the stun. I have. It's very micro intensive to try to do that, but I have seen K do grenadiers in the riot pods, and he'll just uh, deploy them on top of the infantry right afterwards when they're clumped up. So it's
Goldman's
it's tough,
Goldman's
definitely
sticking with
possible.
that composition of pillagers will do the job. Against an infantry push, is this probably looking pretty good. Going to use a rig to harass the movement of Traumatized. Oh, he crushed everything in sight. Oh, I think that battle went very in favor for the Dynasty there.
Yeah.
Because the right vans were not able to even get close to the back infantry line. Pillagers just rolled over everything.
I like the the Tempest rig he's got coming in behind there. That's funny.
Using it as a damage stoker,
Yeah, it'll
or
definitely work.
or at least to make Traumatized have to do some movement to micro around. There you go,
And
Road to
GG.
Ruin. Yeah, almost double the economy. 45. Yeah, just under about 40% more, which is about standard for GDF and Dynasty. But those extra two TPCs not going down early enough definitely took a
Yeah,
big toll.
yeah,
Not to
yeah.
mention
You
the
got
amount
to
of
get
power
that out of
plants
the
you
way.
don't need to build.
Yeah.
Goldman proving that pillagers are still viable, but I wouldn't like to see it when one Mauler comes into that mix, how quick they melt. Message from Ravenhill, I'm looking for a match a little bit later as well. Might be able to find a good match.
Is this best of 7?
Best of 7. Did somebody just double check? I think we said that from the start. So what are we sitting on? Is it 2-1 or 2-2? My brain seems to have miscalculated. What do we do? River Temple
Yeah,
onto
River Temple went.
Oasis. Onto Oasis. So we're on 2-1 to Goldman with
Yeah.
Traumatized picking the next map. You think in this map pool, there's definitely not as many to pick from. That is a massive advantage with a couple of vetoes with Alps and
Hello?
Central Junction. A very nice warm welcome to Raven. We are casting a show match, Goldman versus WS, score of 2-1. We're just
Oh,
going in.
nice.
I will put a stream
What
up
are
for.
you streaming?
Here we go. If you wish to listen to the shit or mute me, Mr. Eyes is doing a co-host with me, and we'll post it up a bit later. So that's where we're at the moment. Eyes has graciously decided to give us a hand with the hosting to get the pings as best as we can. Feel free, it is an open mic on the recording, to have input on the game. Ravenholm is a currently rank 1 as Dynasty.
Just because Microsoft is not playing at the moment.
Yeah. Luckily not running into the big GDF boys, losing 165 at a time.
Yeah, playing good GDF players is very scary as a Dynasty player.
Very scary. Okay, did we find out which map they wanted next, Mr. Eyes?
Yes, they are on altitude.
Oh, altitude. Apologies, I thought that was just the standard one that popped up. Okay, 2-1 to Goldman going into what is Traumatized's color. Change that.
Oh,
Change it to black. Too bad.
uh,
If
yeah,
he
yeah,
wants my
yeah.
money, he will change it. I am not having white on white. I'm sure it's just a troll.
I'm kind of late, but is there any prize pool to the winner of the show match?
Yeah, Mr. Firestorm, aka me, has put up 50 Australian dollars for this match.
Oh, that's very cool.
Uh, Not long ago, we were talking about you and Mr. Eyes needing to have one more match. Seems you have won one series each. I would recommend going to play Din for a little while before this happens.
Oh boy.
I think my dynasty is good enough to beat my eyes.
I think it
Yeah.
is too.
Well, both series went to the ace match, so or pretty close to it. And I know that you've been playing a lot more GDF lately in your games when you find the time. It looks like we're off to a fairly clean start. No bugs, no ping issues, and build order problems to get started. Okay, where are we at, Eyes? Who's on who?
We have on the left side Traumatized, the black GDF. On the right side, we have the gold dynasty, Goldman. Opening relatively standard here at the moment.
Very standard start. Is the same. Besides Central Junction, where you might get an extra barracks out for Dynasty, it feels like you are quite pinch and hold to having to get those three buildings out first. I guess the options come down to whether you're going to move an MCV a little bit earlier during the downtime when the funds run dry. Where's the harass? Where are we going? We've got Goldman going down to secure the high ground bunker and a guard down low in case someone's coming through, but it doesn't look like
But
Traumatized is looking like attacking the TPCs on this one. More defending his own.
Traumatized did a sneak. Traumatized did a sneak a field scout to intercept the bottom TPZ.
Oh, apologies. Well spotted. He does have a scout sitting on top of the TPC with a marking drone going down. Good spot. I'm glad he wasn't white. I would have seen it a lot easier. But Goldman coming in from the angle, possibly of seeing. Oh, and he's also got two Dingard coming in to clear out the field scout. So expecting the TPC harass comes in and actually takes a winning engagement. All right, where's GDF at? What are they doing, Mr. Eyes?
Oh,
Well,
Traumatized didn't get the garrison in the top
yep, mission
fortification.
control.
Another kill
Yeah,
for Goldman up top. This is Goldman's pick. We do have the engineer that's going to come in and get to cap the TPC in the end, so just a little skirmishing going towards Goldman, but no actual denial on these attacks, more just safety for his own. Of course, we see a logistics plan for Goldman, and we have the expansion from Traumatized taking the mission control. Radar probably into either another refinery or radar if it's not built. No, it's not. No, radar's built. Refinery into. What would you go after refinery after the radar?
uh, well, I mean, the radar should be to give some build radius to get some refineries on this. I do not like Goldman sees this, or he's very close to seeing this. So when he knows that the tech is up here, isolated from GDF space, that's going to be a very easy matchstick target.
Do we have no radar or airfield out quite yet from the Dynasty? We have 5 rigs to 5 harvesters, one doctrine going to Traumatized on the left side. I think so far, as best as you can do, Dynasty have done everything correct so far. Getting their TPCs, denying taking the bunkers. We have the major bunker for coming underneath, so Goldman's going to see there is a small infantry force coming past that bunker. Also has the bunker right where the GDF like to expand quite early. Top bunker. I think map control has gone to the Dynasty on this particular match so far.
Definitely. And I can see if you look at Goldman's vision, you can see that he sees the outline of that uplink. So I think he knows where that is.
Oh yes, he can see the power plant. Yep. Quite an expected and we have a pod going onto that radar as well. Quite an expected expansion zone that GDF do like to go up to. I guess it's just being able to see that there is going to be, it is happening. There is no more one base all ins or anything like that. So information is the key. I'm not sure what got these two pillagers down to 1 HP. I missed that, sorry. And here we are, looking for the radar. Still getting great crushes with the pillagers, but that grenade turrets are pushing back the infantry. Reinforcements coming on through. This vision, we'll see reinforcements coming up from the south. If he gets this radar, is this going to be a crippling play?
Oh, big time.
Especially with a pod on it as well. It is getting focused as we speak. Doesn't look like the hunters are going to be able to do enough damage in time to deny the kill of the radar. So the radar for vision is good in most players, but not against somebody that is focusing on coming up to deny the tech expansion. He's getting some good kills in return with the hunter tanks doing a good crush. I would love to see the pillagers at the same speed as hunters. Their takeoff acceleration is extremely fast.
A lot of harvest, long distance mining here. Okay, but he is putting a few of them up at the expansion. Good.
What are we sitting on? We got 10 rigs, 9 harvesters. So not just...
Oh, attack from the bottom. That construction yard might...
That construction yard's going to be cooked.
Yep.
Caught out of position. Takes more damage when it's undeployed. Using the tanks to try to block, doing the best he can, but actually got himself blocked by his own units. Not being able to push through, and it does go down.
Okay, he got the uplink out. So he got the uplink out, so he will still have access to intel units. That is going to be a huge priority for Traumatized to keep if he wants to stay in this game.
Traumatized is coming up from the north side to the top of Goldman's base. Goldman's still got a lot of pillagers and igniters. What's going to be able to do damage to the hunters?
That's not looking like much.
Yeah, not quite enough to be able to clear out the composition army of GDF there with that many igniters, expecting more. He's definitely playing like there's going to be more maulers, but the units show up in vehicles. So the igniter's not getting as much value as if maulers and infantry were sprawling out. Population, Goldman down 47 of 200 to Traumatized is 85. Even with the MCV kill,
Wow.
all this is going to be is a stream of endless units if it can't get quite in front. Not a bad little igniter grenade, getting a little bit of damage on, but W is, not, I was going to say it was microing well, but decided to go through and wet their knickers with some fire. Great attacks from Goldman, however, not enough to hold the counter attack.
GDF is OP.
Thank you, Bullet. Giving his insightful knowledge into the game forever on the YouTube very soon. Like to thank Bullet again for getting OBS set up. It is stable, no crashes, no corrupt files so far. Touch my wood.
I think one main issue that Goldman had is that he didn't expand to the bottom. At minute 10, you should have both main expansions and the top corner and bottom corner, and then start focusing on the top and bottom main fields. And definitely the gold income was not enough to overcome the GDF power push.
It looked like Goldman took on paper, it looked like the attacks really paid off. Sniping the radar early, the MCV, but the counter attacks are just not able to produce enough to hold the line in time for the leftovers that come over. And when GDF lose their MCV, it doesn't mean they're out of the game because they just go full production all in.
Yeah. But look at the credits gain for both players. Goldman only had 20k income advantage over Traumatized, which is not enough as a Dynasty player.
Yeah, it doesn't make up for the intel. I've had so many games exactly like that one just there. You take out tech, take out MCV, but they've just got too many units still and they come and delete you.
Few experiences by other Dynasty players in a similar boat. So what are we at? Are we at 2 games each?
Just trying to think of all of them right now.
We had River Temple first, that went to Goldman, Dynasty over GDF. Then we went to Oasis.
Yeah. Traumatized won that. Goldman won Road to Ruin. Yeah, so it's 2-2.
Your mic's all right. It is a little muffly, Raven. It comes through very sort of like a hallway, but I get the point. And I reiterate what you say as well if anybody can't quite make it out. So yeah, it's all good. Get in there. This is a community game. We're using bullet times money. Thank you for sponsoring Bullet. All right, Eyes, who we got and where?
All right, on the bottom left corner of the map, we have the orange, some would say gold, Dynasty, Goldman. On the top right side, we have the black GDF, Traumatized. Cracking. What a map. Amazing GDF favored map. Not really, but I like it.
Okay, so Sagan, what is your opinion on who... Did you say GDF favored on this map or Dynasty?
I said GDF favored sarcastically.
I thought that. I did think that. It still doesn't mean it's a given on any map. Any favored map can still have a counter depending on what you feel like you're going to be doing, whether it's a mercenary camp, bureau push early, or if you're going to go for the long game and take it, and then GDF end up chucking in riot medics and attacking too quickly. it could go any way on any map. Boohoo to me. I do like Central Junction and Alps. I do like watching on both of those maps how things go. I think if I'm going to put my money where my mouth is like this game, there will be no vetoes, and I shall be picking those two maps for the first two, just for fun next time. But that's just me. I've also been absolutely spanked on Central versus the better players, just denying everything, building bases just outside my natural spawn. Yeah, it's a great feeling. Okay, what have we got? TPCs, both getting captured by both players.
Pretty standard opening.
Engineer from Goldman is going to take the mercenary camp.
High ground.
We'll do my strategy.
He may do your strategy. Let's see if he drops a turret hitch. He does, and a power plant. I would have loved if that was a bureau. I would have loved if that was a bureau, and he already had that done in the time limit. Oh,
you need the power though, because you got to keep your plan on.
Yeah, you need the plan. Might see a little sneaky change of pace. It's actually on security plan, not logistics. However, mercenary camp from GDF also taken with radar expansion up high. Last match. Oh, W is deciding to requeue.
Refinery.
A refinery. Let's see which pod he pops out. Got to take a guess that he's feeling like there's a big attack coming, and I'm going to go right. That's my guess. I feel like he's feeling like he's pressured already. Let's see which one pops up.
We got the Grenadier coming up to Traumatized TPC.
Oh, I was wrong. It is the operatives, comms officer, and snipers. Grenadier. Looking for him.
Four minutes in. That's going to do some damage for sure. Normally, if the satellite was on the low ground, this would be kind of just game over. But Traumatized might be able to regroup.
Just GGing it. Yep, just feeling that pressure coming up straight away. Quick timing, not even a big eco advantage, just the positioning. Positioning of where units are, not being able to expand where wanting to decide to. I don't think that's Traumatized's favourite map. I would imagine that he would have that one vetoed quite often.
Yeah, a lot of GDFs do. A lot of GDFs really hate cracking.
It's a cracking map. Love it.
You used to veto it too, Bullet. I know what you used to do.
Changes every patch, man. GDF OP, Dune OP, every patch.
Sentiments shared by Mr. Ayers previously in the last couple of matches. It does. Current patch though, yeah, it's a doozy.
Grandin must be a swinger. That must be his thing. Like swinging it around. Bit of shared swing and log.
Well, I'm glad he can swing it because mine like just dangles
on the ground.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, is Bridges out the map pick by Traumatized?
It is the map.
Okay.
Yep.
What's our score? Is it Goldman?
Goldman's good on that.
3-2.
3-2 to
Goldman. This is
Goldman. Match
point.
point. Let's see if he holds true to his current strategy of lots of matchsticks and controlling, or if he learnt from his last series what he wishes to do. Top right, the black Traumatized. Mind you, Trauma had a series with Root just before this match and did get up. They were both playing with over 300 ping, so there was no one with a major advantage. Ran into many build problems, ghost units, micro problems. Thank you again to Mr. Eyes for bridging the gap between the two players tonight. Seems, unfortunately, the custom maps cannot find a server to make it a bit more even.
You're welcome. I appreciate the bridges reference there. Very thematic for our map that we're on.
More games to come. I hope you are getting your fingers warmed up, Mr. Eyes. I think somebody's in for the final series of the best of 3 over a series, if you feel up to it. Raven's feeling his mic is coming through a little bit distorted, which is true, but I reiterate what he is saying, and his input is always appreciated. Never want to have anyone in our community that we can have some good games together excluded, except for that one guy called T with a C after it. All right, how's the opening strategies? Anything out of the norm?
Looking pretty. I mean,
Oh, we got a
that was a
snipe.
bold
We
choice.
have a
Double.
snipe. Dynasty getting 2 ding guards down into the bunkers beforehand.
Wow.
Holding that one off quite well.
Goldman killing that center bridge.
Is that to give him more time or more access to matchsticks being able to dominate the middle without reprisal?
Yeah, it'll depend on his build. Honestly, it's just a good move regardless because that bridge opens up all sorts of annoying harassing you can do, especially when you get into, like attacking a TPC and the left side and the middle. There's just a lot of shenanigans that this eliminates the possibility of.
Nice to run across and put your bureau and barracks at the other guy's radar too.
We'll look forward to seeing that work for you, Mr. Bullet, I'm sure.
Not in a show match. It's a Hail Mary.
Okay, we do have the logistics popped for Goldman. I was waiting for that to pop up. Not forgetting it. Not going to have a good time against the Grenadier on the east side path.
Three barracks, one vehicle bay. I'm guessing it's going to be medic this time. We'll see. Nope, specialist. Okay.
Nice guess. I was wrong last match. I'm glad you took the blame for this one. I do draw myself, if I ever dabble with GDF, towards the comms and snipers being more a longevity build over the riot. But oh my goodness, I have seen some great riot plays that come in and decimate anything in their path.
It is a strong unit. It just falls off.
Yep, and comms is forever.
Yep. Looking relatively passive.
Might be able to get into this bunker. Heal up
Is this
his...
bug free, or did he destroy that TPC?
He did destroy the TPC and didn't take the bunker just yet, killing the igniters as well. Might be able to put the full HP one back in. Yep, great play by Trauma, good micro. He's going to lose one. Take out a couple of... Oh, another great hit. Matchstick's coming over. Oh, were they revealed? That will be the question. But look at the stream. The big stream. We got comms rigs, hunters, lots of drones. MCV move for expansion. Feeling like it's safe to move out while the attack is on the other side of the map. Goldman, couple of idle rigs sitting in the middle patch. Must have a lot happening. Looking at the battles, gonna get his matchsticks over. Traumatize the splits. Let's see how they go. Okay.
Goldman not really making great use of those units. I think his matchsticks, his control was kind of all over the place there, and here comes the next wave.
Oh, the explosion taking out 2 or 3 riot medics. Sorry, not
That's
medics. Riot shields getting taken out by the TPC explosion. Eating dirt.
Yeah, the
So,
triple MC.
Matchsticks are great, but they're not great against good players. You split. Very good split GDF. People will negate Matchsticks' power, but there is an endless stream coming down. Traumatized is going to continue to attack non-stop by the looks of it so far. Everything's waypointed to get into the fight. Those comms officers are quite low on HP. I'd like to see it go in the bunker, just get its health back a little bit.
I just think it's going to be too much. And behind this, Traumatized has 140 intel.
Oh, and the intel. Traumatized hasn't even brought out the big mauler guys yet at all this series. Showing that GDF don't even need it, and they have it if they need it. Not being biased whatsoever. Am I Raven? Am I Bullet? Nope.
GDF.
I don't know if my microphone is working better now. I think as a dynasty, you shouldn't move your MCV that much early. You have a second Tempest field that you can profit early on. And definitely, I think it seems like Goldman needed more units to hold the GDF push.
Yeah, good points.
Yeah,
we're bringing the rigs in for the extra assistance to try to hold the front lines.
Yeah, you don't need more than 3 Tempest rigs in that field. It doesn't regenerate.
I mean, Raven, what do you think about the choice of matchstick and the triple MCV? Is that relatively standard, or would that be considered greedy?
Oh, the rig's actually getting a couple of crushes there.
On this map, it's very choky, so it is doable, but I think that you should have established a presence first as a dynasty, try to kill the TPCs and try to force GDF on his base, and then sure, you can do it.
Okay. Yeah.
As a dynasty, you should have the initiative on this map.
Yeah, that's just going to be... That's 270 intel with tier 3 up. So... Goldman may have held this wave, but the next wave is going to really...
the wave hasn't stopped. It just continues.
I'm waiting for the beacon. There it is. Okay. And here we go. Match 4. Well, match point.
Match point. So this is an ace match.
Yep, it's 3-3 right now.
Nothing else matters but this match for the win for 50 Australian dollars. My God. The nerves must be really hurting right now. What to do? WS may take his first payday. Goldman just likes raking in the money as he can smell it in his fingertips. Goldman does have the final pick for map for the last match. Let us know what it is when it pops up.
He's asking if there's repeat maps.
Do I know? Do I look like the fucking dungeon master?
Well, as
I don't think we
the
usually do that.
sponsor,
It would be, what would they call it?
Chuck a
Contradictory.
map. You pick.
I'll pick the damn map. How about that?
okay.
And I would, as a final ace match, I would be choosing logging, to be honest. I think it's a good distance, it's got resources, it's got movement. Tropical logging.
100%. That was my pick.
Yep.
I think it is a great way to end a series, and it's been a great match.
All right. He wants emptied hopes.
Who?
Goldman wants emptied hopes.
Well, tell him it's logging. It's
all right.
logging.
Your sponsor wants logging.
Payer's choice. You made me do it. Now Goldman is going to forever hate me even more than he already does. But I think this is a great map. It's a fairer map. It's got a lot of distance. It's got a lot of ways to expand. It's got a lot of mercenary camps
He's
to
asking
do
to go
different places.
DDF.
He can go GDF.
Okay.
Oh, Bullet having to go right at the cusp of the series. Poor guy. He has got some ideas for Ravenhelm's mic. For after the series, we'll have a look at that to see if we can get the distortion down a little bit. Just before you press play, give me 1 minute, please, mate. Just gonna grab myself a refreshment. Drained a lizard. Jiminy lizard. Shit. Okay. Everybody's Happy with map pick faction change for the last match. Am I having regrets that he doesn't stay Dynasty? If he comes through and wins it at GDF, am I going to feel good? Trauma has actually been not doing maulers. Oh,
I do want to see it. I honestly, I think
this is a
GDF.
series in itself to do the GDF battle. He's got himself to a type like a 2-2 game as Dynasty, coming in to just sweep up the money as GDF. Well, we'll have to see. The game has started. All right, who's who?
All right, in the bottom left, we have the black GDF, Traumatized. Top right corner, we have the gold GDF, Goldman. I am curious to see what he's going to do on this map.
So we're sitting at 3-3 each going into the last and final match. Goldman even been playing GDF the last couple of days? Is this going to be a throw if he is not feeling the way the style has been going? Or has he been studying, knowing what's going to be the way to go, and that may be just build a mauler? Because WS has left the maulers out of play and still be able to stay in the game.
I don't know. I think Goldman hasn't played GDF in a while, and I mean that happened in the latex show match too when he just thought he could fall back on it. But you know, the GDF mirrors you need a little bit of practice every now and then to remember kind of the flow of things. So his
Whoa.
brain switching into this mode, I'm hoping, you know,
Is there any
he's able to.
advantage on this logging map that feels like GDF is the way to go?
I think this is definitely Goldman's kind of map for GDF. I think that the rush, because Latex put him on Oasis. I think if Goldman has time, he's gonna snowball much better. His strength as GDF has been macro a lot of the time, but Traumatized. I mean, I've seen him play very well in mirrors. I just don't know whether or not he's gonna have the muscle memory here, like playing Din the last, you know, 6
Yep.
games.
Feeling out where the spots are, feeling what battles are happening, where things are moving, coming in as a fresh faction.
Yeah. And we have, I think he's going, yeah, he's going double MCV.
Double MCV coming out from Goldman. Definitely going to go for the more macro game. What are we seeing? Are we seeing an early radar? Or early-ish radar compared to Goldman? We have got a radar out for Traumatized. No pod coming up just as yet, but it is out.
He's got so Traumatized went Beacon expand at his Merc camp.
Oh, okay, I see. Yes, refineries and barracks coming up. I see. Oh, this match can go. This one is right down to strategy. We've got the double MCV. We have the Beacon expansion. This one is anyone's game.
And there we go. There's the second MCV is out.
And you put that into the healing aura, just in case anything comes up to a rash, you get that little bit of extra healing bonus. And that's all free. It doesn't cost any credits to heal with an engineer or repair bay. But using money or credits can tank your income. Grenadier shooing off the small harass. from Traumatize's Northern TPC, the expansion from Traumatized down at his natural, not worrying about the Merc Camp, just using a beacon. So how much is beacon and how much has that set him back?
So 20 intel, I believe 1500. It's expensive. It's
Would it be
definitely
would it have been cheaper to take the Merc Camp and expand?
So the Merc Camp expand to me would be something you'd either take, like right at the start if you're committing to, being in this part of the map. But if I were to use Beacon, I would be doing it for that huge TPC. I mean, the huge Tempest field on his side here. That's the most high value option. So, if you're not looking to move your MCV to expand and you're going to spend those credits anyways, I would have gone, to the middle here to that big Tempest field. But
The
that this
yeah,
going to
the
give us a
expansion we
security.
usually go, like a lot of players go to for a longer game. So
Yeah.
Goldman not going more into the middle expansion, going to the old original MCV move down. He does have the two MCVs and one moving into the middle. He's definitely going for a longer game. What's that eco advantage? We are sitting on 7 harvesters each. Doctrines though, Traumatized in the lead with one extra at the moment. We've got Goldman taking the top line of all three. What does the top line do at this point of the game?
The top line of what? What are we talking about?
For Doctrines, Goldman doing 1-1 and now 2. For
Gotcha.
Doctrines,
Yeah. So Goldman. Okay, he's. I mean, I don't see much of an advantage of that. That just might be, his default doctrines that he has queued this way. I don't think there's any advantage right now to it. Um, Definitely traumatized at 3-1-1 is. It would surprise me if he, especially with medic, if he wasn't going for that fourth
yeah,
one.
just a quick one. We have 2 riot medics, 2 no specialists from Goldman. Even though population in favour of Traumatized as well as this attack starts, those medics are definitely going to keep his army healthy. Turrets going down. Laser turrets. WS just not afraid to get in their side of the map and just continue the flow. His main production is coming from the new expansion that he used his beacon for. Goldman taking a slight harvester lead, but does
I
need to
didn't like
hold.
that prediction. I mean, if he wanted to keep going, okay. Well, now I think Goldman's gonna push us back. I don't
Goldman
think he's got.
take a great engagement there. That Shield Maiden, I think, turned the tide. Not only has WS got Peacekeepers that could be shoot off, the Shield Maiden was poking at those respawning drones. And suddenly, before you know it, Goldman with 1 comms officer, 2 snipers, 1 riot medic already going down. The beacon hasn't got anything coming out except for possibly generating a little bit more intel, but Goldman, 92 population to Traumatizer's 50. Is this the time to press?
I think this one is. I don't think in a GDF mirror you can really come back from this, mainly just because that intel that he starts snowballing is just going to continue, and it's going to keep rolling and rolling, especially now that he has that airfield out. It wouldn't surprise me if we see Goldman put the drones, put a beacon down, just start snowballing that intel hard. And he doesn't really even necessarily need to win here to push for an all-in. He could back off and be significantly ahead.
We're looking at identical doctrines, and Well defended. The two MCVs, how did that do a play? What was the extra bonus in having the two MCVs? Even with Eco League and building an MCV, was that the way it came through? Building
Yeah,
those
I mean,
refineries quicker, those barracks, spending that
yeah, it's
intel.
basically just having double the production, and being able to kind of have a mobile beacon rather than having to spend money and intel for it. Just being able to move around like that.
Well, that does bring us to the end of the series with a win to Goldman, 4 games to 3. It was 6-all, then went to the 7 for an ace match. I ended up picking the map and letting Goldman change his faction. GG to Mr. Goldman. I'll send him his 50 cents. Mr. Eyes, thank you so much for the GDF knowledge input and
Absolutely.
for hosting. Hope to do many more with you and others in our community that enjoy watching some extra higher play. I'll end the cast there. Thank you all so much. GG's, and let's get on to the next one.